Going viral on Twitch can turn a streamer into a legend overnight. But what you do with that fame determines whether it is the beginning of your success or the reason for your collapse. And for a while, Kai looked unstoppable. He broke sub-records, brought in celebrities, from rappers to NBA stars, and turned AMP into the biggest streaming collective on the internet. But the more famous he got, the louder the hate grew, because every stream brought new scandals. He went from a fan favorite to MrBeast is calling him manipulative. XQC is saying he owes money and the internet is roasting him nonstop. The realest guy on Twitch has now become the biggest clout chaser.
Mac nigga, he on my phone calling me the N-word at 4 a.m. in the fucking morning. You supposed to be a nigga manager and you what's...
Kai already owes me $100,000 for another thing, right? So I thought we could just pool it all together, make a big donation together.
Looking back, this is where the downfall really started. And it wasn't just one scandal that ruined him. It was years of chaos, drama, and broken promises stacking up until even his biggest fans stopped defending him. Now, Cenat's fall is only getting worse. But to understand how Kai's career collapsed this fast, we have to rewind his story. Kai, also known as Cenat, started off grinding YouTube and Twitch with a lot of energy. He seemed different from the polished creators people used to see online. He didn't need big setups or scripted jokes. He had that raw, unfiltered vibe that made his streams feel unpredictable. Whether it was trolling in public, running around with the AMP crew, or filming wild skits for YouTube, it always felt like you were just hanging out with a friend who didn't care about looking perfect, which is exactly what pulled the people in.
Hey, hold on, stop. You do know if you fall out here, you might die tonight. Hold my hand just to make sure you're good. Why you walking like that? I got you. Sit out my... Get up. I got you. Stay up now. Stay the up. Get up!
Kai went from random streams to breaking records that nobody thought possible. He didn't just sit there gaming. He turned streams into wild videos. Celebrities tapped in, rappers pulled up, and every week there was some crazy surprise. Winning Streamer of the Year once was impressive, but winning it back-to-back made him the face of Twitch. People started to see him as the most authentic streamer alive, someone who wasn't following trends but setting them. But authenticity also came with chaos. The fireworks war with AMP on July 4th, 2024 showed exactly what made him different. His house turned into a live war zone, walls blown apart, smoke everywhere, and yet the stream kept rolling. Fans clipped it, memed it, and replayed it for days. That kind of madness became part of his identity. People didn't just watch Kai to chill. They watched because they never knew what level of insanity he was going to bring next. But the wild energy that made him famous was a ticking time bomb. What drew in millions of fans would soon push them all away. Because Kai's collapse wasn't just from one scandal. Every week it felt like there was a new clip, a new tweet, new drama. This all caught up with him when he launched Mafiathon 3. It was supposed to be the peak, but instead it turned into the start of his collapse. The Dez versus Kai moment set the tone when Dez dropped a homophobic slur live on stream.
Watch this. Call that one.
Look, yo, come on, get out, gang. Get out, gang. Get out. Oh yeah, get out. Yo, niggas don't have no self-awareness. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, is wrong with
that one word made the internet go crazy. Dez apologized after, but the damage was already tied to Kai's event. People weren't just blaming the guest. They were blaming Kai for letting chaos cross a line. And suddenly, the celebration turned into a debate about what kind of space he was running. One guy said, "Every time I see this dude, he's kicking people out of his massive living room. Is this what he's famous for, LOL?" But the controversy didn't stop there, because clips of Kai and Toda staring at Kim Kardashian's chest during a casual conversation went viral.
Oh, really? Hey! You gotta open their ears. I ain't gonna lie. That's fine right there. Talk real quick.
And if you guys are having any more problems...
What should have been a fun celeb cameo turned into drama about age, respect, and boundaries. The clip blew up everywhere and social media wasn't letting it slide. Headlines were dragging it as proof that Mafiathon was already falling apart, and the people on X weren't having it. One post on X said, "How old is Ray Kai again?" Another user confirmed, "They weren't even trying to hide it. Whole chat saw the eye tracking in real time." Ray J added even more drama to this story. First, he barged into Kai's shower midstream, pants half down, while Kai screamed in panic. Days later, Ray J called himself the new Diddy on stream, and Kai kicked him out in real time. That also went viral, with people arguing if the whole thing was staged or if Kai had finally lost patience. But all these viral clips weren't helping him at all. It just made him look less and less legit. But then came the backlash that hit even deeper, because Twitch was accused of astroturfing, pushing Mafiathon harder than any other event on the platform. Fans called it favoritism, saying Twitch was protecting their golden boy. Meanwhile, Kai's mansion was swatted live, cops rushing in while thousands watched. The fun was gone. It was dangerous. But then Kai created another disaster for himself. He pulled up on Jinxie's stream, but when he suddenly dipped without saying a word, it backfired at him.
Now chat, is this right here, bro. It's a static. But it's good.
Because not only Jinxie's fans dragged Kai for being disrespectful, Kai's own supporters started questioning him as well.
Why does it Al Kai? No, tell Jinxie. Matter of fact, no. Okay, yeah. I'm going to Jinxie, bro. Tell Jinxie they had something playing IRL, but nigga, I'm about to do a one-on-one. Tell Jinxie I'll do the one-on-one with him. I'm not doing it. I didn't want to do the IRL shit.
What should have been a simple stream appearance turned into clips spreading across socials, all showing Kai acting like he owned the place and everyone else didn't matter.
I feel bad now because it's like, nigga, the nigga literally was waiting all day and posted a flyer and all types of shit. You saying who give a fuck, bro? It's not about who gives a fuck. It's about like the nigga time. It's a nigga stream. You feel me? I don't know. I'm still gonna do it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing it. It might not be on my stream, but I'm doing it. I'm still doing it. Dedicate a day to now thinking. Bro, y'all just buy this. Y'all just mess with Jinxie, yeah?
Then the fake reaction edits started blowing up. People lined up clips of Kai laughing, gasping, and acting shocked the exact same way in different videos. The edits went viral, and overnight the internet turned on him. Suddenly everyone was saying Kai wasn't real at all, just faking it for content. And that one hurt way more than any streamer beef, because Kai built his whole brand on being the realest. One guy even said, "I don't understand how people like him are famous. Such a basic, over-the-top person, so inauthentic." Fans that once saw him as the king of Twitch now came together to tear him down. But just when it felt like he'd hit rock bottom, drama with other streamers exploded, and Kai was suddenly drowning in chaos from all sides. Because Kai and Aiden's back and forth had always been fun to watch, but once the controversies piled up, it hit differently. Their streams kept getting lined up side by side, and every move got turned into a who's winning moment. What used to be just two guys just messing around now felt like real beef. Two streamers fighting for the top spot, and the internet was eating it up.
As a nigga of color hop onto the stream, it's straight watermelon and gorillas. Nigga, I watch Aiden streams a lot.
Kai, that's everybody's stream. FaZe stream has it. Bro, Kai, Ray will be on stream making monkey noises. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stick up for my community, bro. It's every single person on the internet. I'm not going for that, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not going for that, bro. Ray can sit there, do monkey noises, and say crazy shit all the time, but it's cool. But as soon as it's my community or anybody else's community, Cuffin will call me crazy juice stuff, and I talk to Cuffin back the same fucking way, bro. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, bro. Like, that's just the reality of things. And Kai, the only reason why my community does not like you is because of look at the clip that I sent you a couple days ago, bro. Look at the clip I sent you a couple days ago. You see I'm praising you, saying W Kai, WWW. And then what do?
The breaking point hit when Kai dropped the bomb that Aiden Ross's manager, Tav, called him the N-word on a late night call. That wasn't just drama, that was a line crossed. And the second it got out, the smoke didn't just touch Tav. It wrapped Aiden up in it too. Overnight, the spotlight shifted, and Aiden's whole circle started looking messy. The more Kai kept talking, the more things fell apart, until it turned into big drama between them. Everything was just spiraling at this point. Even random stuff like Duke Dennis getting arrested had people bringing up Kai's name for no reason. It's like once you're the internet's villain, people start to blame you for everything. Duke was the one in cuffs, but because Kai was the most visible member of AMP, his name was automatically tied to the incident. But if all this streamer beef wasn't enough, Kai soon got called out because of an issue way bigger than Twitch drama. Because fans soon realized that Kai was one of the few to miss out on MrBeast's Team Water campaign, it became one of the biggest charity pushes ever led by creators, pulling in streamers, YouTubers, and influencers across every corner of the platform. Millions were raised, timelines were flooded with support, and it showed how powerful the community could be when everyone came together for something real. Fans expected Kai to step in as well. He had worked with MrBeast before, he had the numbers to make a serious impact, and yet there was no mention, no shout out, no moment on screen.
Is that the number or is that? Wait, I think I have two different Kai Cenat numbers. Oh. See if he answers. What are we laughing about?
I'm farming in the shadows.
Yeah, no answer.
That silence changed how people saw him. It wasn't just about doing the same content or chasing clout anymore. It felt like he didn't care about anything outside himself. By the time Kai eventually spoke on it, the wave had already passed. Team Water had finished, and the opportunity for him to play a role in something meaningful was gone. What stayed behind was the memory of his silence, and that became one more reason people began doubting the person they thought they knew. But this wasn't the first time Kai failed to do something good, because with all this MrBeast drama, his old project where he led the poor children in Nigeria down suddenly came back to light. Because back in 2022, Kai made a trip to Makoko in Lagos, one of the most well-known slums in Nigeria. He walked through the small streets, visited schools built from wooden planks, and met children crammed into small classrooms with barely any resources. On camera, he promised he would step in and fund proper schools for them. That clip went everywhere, and for a moment, Kai was seen as someone ready to use his influence for real change.
But the process of me building this new school in Nigeria has officially been stamped today, as in terms of like it's a go-go, okay? So this new school in Makoko for the kids the kids that's live in Makoko in Nigeria, I started working on the school. Right now, if you're Africa or anything, or like Nigeria and stuff like that, and you know the best people that could hands down get the paint job good, get the right equipment they need, and is willing to get their hands dirty for the right amount of money to get paid and shit, let me know, okay? They are working very hard right now, removing what gotta be removed and shit, like getting the school ready and shit. And I think I'll be documenting this. I think I'm gonna be on some like, I'm gonna make this a video because this is crazy, bro. So
As time passed, that promise started feeling less like something real and more like a memory. Months went by, then years. No new buildings, no updates, nothing. Fans had to bring it up themselves, but Kai stayed silent, which only led to more questions around him.
So I'm gonna give y'all some little inside story. We built a school full of classrooms and stuff in Makoko, like over the river, but due to storm, a lot of it got messed up. Like money that we spent, dead got messed up, chat. Like all to the side, like there was a storm, it messed up a whole bunch of stuff, but we're back, okay? So we hired an engineer to review, and we had the structure updated. All right, hold on, let's go ahead and show y'all real quick what's going on in this video. In this video, you can see like, bro, look at this, bro. Look at this, chat. Look at this. It's 2 levels here. All right, But a lot of things kept happening, okay? Listen,
When the backlash hit, it wasn't just people tweeting. This felt real. Cause kids were supposed to get help. What should have been a big win for the community flipped into everyone yelling scam. But it got even crazier when fans were actually pulling up to the town, live streaming to prove what was really going on. Because as everybody suspected already, there wasn't any improvement for the children. But when Kai finally spoke on it, the damage was already done. Those old clips of him promising to change kids' lives kept getting dragged up, not as a flex, but as proof he never came through. But this wasn't the only time money and generosity turned into drama around Kai. Because the tipping scandal couldn't have come at a more worse time for Kai. People began asking how often he asked for donos and tips on stream, even while flaunting the fact that he was already making millions from subs, Twitch contracts, and brand deals. One moment he was showing off luxury cars and designer fits, the next moment he was asking his audience to send money. That change didn't fit the vibe he built, and it made everyone wonder what he was really after.
Yo, Trainwreck just donated $10,000. Yo! What the f is going on? Yo, what the f is going on? I'm about to lose my mind. I'm about to lose my mind, bro.
Screenshots from streamers started flying around. Clips of chat calling him a beggar spread everywhere, and soon the whole internet was running with it. The vibe shifted. Kai wasn't just the entertainer anymore, but people started to see him as someone who was just milking his fans. For a lot of people, that was the line. But things got even messier when whispers about unpaid money started going around. People online were saying that Kai owed XQC from an old collab. When XQC hinted at it live, the story exploded. Suddenly, people weren't just roasting Kai for asking for tips. Now it looked like he couldn't even pay back his friends.
I go to Kai's Twitter. He does this Rumble stream. This Rumble, that shit apparently, whatever. I click on it. First episode, what is it? It was my camping idea that I had done.
He must have never heard of what he's told me.
For his subathon.
Bro! Okay. Wait, XQC! Okay. Oh, shit! Okay.
On the day that I called him on stream. What the fuck? Where's my cut? It was my idea! Where's my cut? Where is it?
The sting hit harder because of the timing. Kai's flashy lifestyle clips were suddenly working against him. Instead of hype, people saw debt and greed in every post. His brand, once all about being larger than life, was now proof he wasn't playing it smart. The authentic Kai image was starting to crack. But it only got worse when Kai started to address it. Staying quiet made him look guilty, but speaking up made him look defensive. Either way, the damage was done. What started as just some heat over asking for tips blew up into money drama, taking away at the trust he'd spent years building. But once the money trust started fading away, fans didn't just doubt his cash, they questioned everything about Kai. Because around this same period, fake clips started spreading across TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. AI edits had him saying things he'd never said, reacting to situations that never happened, or even dropping slurs that were completely made up. These weren't just random clips, they were slick enough to fool anyone, and they blew up faster than he could even react. The internet lives for drama, and the algorithm shoved every fake moment in everyone's face for clicks.
Yo, Kai.
Yes, bro?
I need some advice, bro.
What's up, brother? Tell me your issue.
Wait, you're Kai Cenat?
Yes, I am.
I'm Kai Cenat.
What does that mean, brother? Please expand upon that for me.
Bro, what do you mean I'm Kai Cenat? Like, I'm Kai Cenat, bro. So how you Kai Cenat?
Please give me more information, bro. I'm not understanding this concept in the slightest.
Bro, I'm Kai Cenat, but
What is bro on?
what are you on?
I'm on nothing, but you're on a whole lot.
Nah, you on a whole lot, bro. Why the f is you talking like that? Yeah, think.
But the worst part was that it looked like there was no way to stop it. By the time a video went viral, clearing it up after the fact didn't matter. People already saw it and had their opinions ready. Channels went all in nonstop, Kai exposed vids, pumping out daily edits just to drag him. His name turned into pure clickbait and he couldn't keep up with the chaos. By now, it wasn't just that people questioned him. It was like the internet was rewriting his entire career in real time. But this setback lit a fire under him because he knew the next move had to be big or it would be game over. So he came up with an even bigger project. Kai tried to switch lanes with Streamer University, pitching it as a way to mentor and guide small creators. On paper, it sounded like a smart move, but when the streams dropped, people weren't impressed and Kai regretted it.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I do not know if I'm ever gonna do this again. I know people want it, and y'all want it, and y'all want it, and y'all want it. But we would just have to see in the future.
It felt like he was reusing old tricks instead of creating something new. It was seen as filler, the kind of project a creator launches when their main content is starting to lose momentum. While that was going on, he doubled down on hip-hop collabs. He pulled in names like Whale, argued about Complex's rankings, and made music debates a bigger part of his streams. It gave him a different kind of spotlight, but it also shifted how people saw him. To some, it looked like he was stepping outside Twitch to grow. To others, it felt like he was attaching himself to rap culture just to keep his name hot. But then came the comments about Black Americans, and that cracked open a whole new layer of drama.
All my mods who are not cultured at all, stop dick riding. Y'all niggas is black. You're black. You're just black, bro. You're just fully American. You're African American, bro. That's it. That wasn't an insult. That was strictly you're black.
From like,
Black people don't have culture was a comment by Cenat.
how the fuck are you going to say black people don't have culture and you're literally benefiting from black culture?
Well, he's saying black Americans don't have culture.
Yes.
Not black people.
Kai wasn't just a streamer anymore. Everything he said dragged him into debates way outside gaming or content. Fans turned on each other. Arguments blew up and the gossip went way beyond Twitch.
Little niggas my son age, I can't really take them serious. You feel what I'm saying? Cause for me, it's like
your opinion.
You ain't really lived long enough to have that type of opinion. You ain't really experienced nothing to have that type of opinion where you could effectively get your point across as to prove the reason why. What's your reason on feeling like we don't establish or got no culture? It's half the time y'all trying to steal that from that quote unquote African Americans. You feel what I'm saying?
But with the whole story flipped upside down, it was clear. Kai wasn't just keeping his fans happy anymore. He was going head to head with basically everyone. Because the Union Square riot turned into the biggest hit to Kai's reputation, what was supposed to be a simple giveaway exploded into chaos as thousands swarmed the streets, and things got totally out of control.
Just got an update from the NYPD, and here's what we know tonight. According to police, Cenat will be charged with multiple counts, including at least 2 counts of inciting a riot and unlawful assembly. At least 3 officers were injured and 65 people have been arrested.
The cops showed up, crowds clashed, and when the dust cleared, the clip on repeat was Kai getting arrested.
Social media influencer Cenat is facing multiple charges.
Even though the charges didn't stick, seeing him in handcuffs went viral. This was a huge blow for Kai. Instead of the guy who could pack out streams and pull crazy numbers, people started treating him like he was the problem, someone who couldn't control the chaos he created. And the fallout didn't just stay on Twitch. Every platform presented him the same way. Kai wasn't entertaining anymore. He was dangerous, creating chaos no matter who paid the price. By itself, the riot might have been something Kai could shake off. But with everything else piling up, it just looked like another chapter in a non-stop mess. Suddenly, he became the guy that always dragged trouble with him, no matter the place or the event. Over time, all the drama changed the way people looked at him. Being authentic was always Kai's foundation. But once that image faded, everything started to fall apart. People weren't tuning in for fun anymore. They were tuning in to see the chaos, to see the cracks, to watch the downfall play out. Breaking records didn't hit the same, and the Cenat era wasn't about winning anymore. It was about watching the fall happen live. So from MrBeast's charity backlash to XQC's explosive rants, from AI fake clips to Nigerian school drama, Kai built his career on chaos. The image of Cenat as the most authentic streamer is gone. What's left is a streamer buried under scandals, doubt, and total burnout, basically live streaming his own downfall. Now, if you thought Kai's scandals were bad, you sure don't want to miss out on Logan Paul's downfall, because that is way worse. Make sure to check that one out, and I will see you in the next one.